This is Kelly and Lumpy Eat Everything, Episode 5. We're still in Kyoto, Japan, exploring and experiencing everything this beautiful city has to offer. In this episode, we check out the Arashiyama area and visit my friend's restaurant that serves this insane Wagyu volcano bowl. He also takes us out for an authentic seafood dinner with items we have never eaten before. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. We are trying to figure out how to get to Arashiyama bamboo forest. We've been running around.
Yeah, like crazy.
Now we're taking a cable car, I think. That's what this is.
We don't know how to pay for it, so we might be stowaways.
Our first stop is the Tenryuji Temple, located in Arashiyama, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Established in 1339, it's the head temple of the Tenryu branch of Rinzai Zen Buddhism. The temple's beautiful Sogenchi Teien garden, designed by Muso Soseki, remains in its original form. Visitors can enjoy stunning views of the Arashiyama Mountains from the temple grounds. The temple buildings have been rebuilt several times due to fires and wars. Tenryuji is also famous for its seasonal beauty, especially during cherry blossom and autumn periods. The gardens were filled with life as we saw bees and birds everywhere. Here's Kelly making a wish that we could stay on vacation forever. The wisteria were in full bloom and displaying its luscious purple flowers. The temple's north gate provides access to the famous bamboo grove of Arashiyama, and it was a peaceful way to experience the beautiful surroundings before entering the bamboo forest, which is filled with visitors. The bamboo forest in Arashiyama is well known and a very popular natural attraction. It features towering bamboo stalks that create a serene and otherworldly atmosphere. A well-maintained path allows tourists to walk through the grove and experience its beauty. The bamboo forest is particularly stunning when sunlight filters through the tall bamboo. It's a popular spot for photography, and how could you not want a photo with such a beautiful and unique background? Accessible by foot, the forest is a short distance from the Arashiyama train station. Pro tip: go really early in the morning to avoid the crowds. Obviously, we didn't do that. Here we are on a tour of another private garden, which was a bit after the end of the bamboo forest. Since you have to pay to enter these gardens, they're not as crowded as the bamboo forest, but provide an equally amazing view of nature and Arashiyama's surroundings. We saw gardeners meticulously maintaining the plants on this property, which is why everything was in such pristine condition. Being in nature was a nice and welcome contrast after being in the city center of Kyoto. As we made it up higher in elevation, we got a good bird's eye view of some buildings in Arashiyama. Just like after every good hike, we're hungry and ready to head back into the main street to find some snacks.
Kelly's getting a donut.
I hope they have them.
I just got this dongo.
Oh, so good. Ice cream looks so good.
Alright, we got our snacks, dongo,
And a donut.
and a mochi donut. Is it mochi?
I don't know. It looked good. The texture is so soft. It's like just to be enough. It's like salty, sweet. Perfection. So many school kids.
Arashiyama Madhouse.
I'm excited. What a nice menu.
We're having some coffee here.
Ooh,
Right
it
next to this
opens the
crazy street. Pretty good view. All right, this is our first matcha. in Japan.
Matcha latte, and we got matcha ice cream, and then roasted green tea is the darker one. It's a kind of variation. I just haven't tried both. Okay, here we go. This looks so good. That's real good.
Wow, that is so milky. I don't think I've ever made a good matcha green tea in my life.
I don't think I have either. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try this side first. Oh, you get the roasted part. Yeah.
This is the Katsura River, which flows through Arashiyama, offering scenic views and boat rides. The iconic Tagetsu-kyo Bridge spans the river, providing a beautiful backdrop, especially during cherry blossom and autumn seasons. Originally built during the Heian period, the bridge has been reconstructed multiple times. It's a popular spot for both tourists and locals to enjoy the natural beauty of the area. The surrounding area features parks, shops, and restaurants, making it a great place to visit all year round. We made plans to visit my friend Kento at his restaurant Wagyu Volcano Owagari in Arashiyama. I had met Kento on a trip to Japan in 2013 when he was only in his early 20s with a dream to open up a restaurant. Now, 11 years later, he made his dream a reality with not one, but 4 restaurants. He could even have more than that. I'm not really sure. This location in Arashiyama was stunning with views overlooking the river. That's Kento right there, as he gave us suggestions on what to order. Since the menu had so many delicious looking items, it was really hard to decide. This Wagyu volcano bowl is really interesting looking, which makes it very easy to post on Instagram or TikTok, building its reputation as a must-visit restaurant. In addition to the Wagyu volcano bowl, I ordered eel and gyudon. You can tell by Kelly's excitement that she's ready to devour that Wagyu volcano bowl, which has a very interesting display, topped off with a golden yolk. The way to eat this meal is to put the finely hand-cut slices of Wagyu into a second bowl along with the rice, and then pour a hot broth on top of it to create a soupy Wagyu creation that tastes really heavenly. At first, I thought this meal looked intimidating, but it was easily one of my top meals in Japan. The Wagyu is just so tender and flavorful, and the broth really warms you up on a cold day. Here's Kelly demonstrating how the broth is added. I break the yolk into my eel and beef gyudon and realize that in Japan, they really have perfected the jammy egg. The eel, or unagi as they call it in Japan, is rich with a bold, flaky texture. A little sweet, a little earthy, and enhanced by a sweet savory sauce called tare. The food here exceeded my expectations, and I'm not just saying that because Kento is my friend. It was a fusion of flavors and textures that I've never experienced before. If you're in Japan, you gotta check out Wagyu Volcano Owagari. There's one in Arashiyama and one in Gion in Kyoto. Just tell them Lumpy sent you. Just kidding, don't say that, cause no one will know who you're talking about. After our meal, we sluggishly make our way to a 200-year-old knife shop in Kyoto with over 700 years of experience in making swords.
It's a knife store. Supposedly really good. Check it out.
This shop in Kyoto has a history dating back over 700 years, rooted in the prestigious tradition of Yamashiro swordsmiths. It's known for producing high-quality kitchen knives that carry on the craftsmanship and legacy of the original Kikuichi Monji swords. The people that worked here were super helpful and educated us on the different type of knives, such as stainless or carbon steel, and how to care for them. We get some gardening shears and knives here for our family, as well as a kitchen knife for ourselves. And let me tell you guys, these knives are amazing. For dinner, we meet up with Kento and his girlfriend Mizuki for some authentic Japanese seafood, something that we haven't had yet on our trip. Lucky for us, Kento and Mizuki graciously do all the ordering so that we can try some things we have never seen before.
We're gonna be addicted.
Yes! Yes!
These crab croquets were so good. That's crab on the grill, and the innards are so buttery.
Crab spoon.
Crab spoon.
Yeah. What's back in here? Woo! Try it.
Oh, thank you. That's hot. Oh, it smells so good.
This eggplant dish is gorgeous and really tasty.
Tuna head, mackerel head. Cheek.
We end things off with a melon ice cream and an almond jelly.
Love. あ、これ？何これ？これあ、
Too many.
Oh, perfect. Kanpeki.
Love Japan.
Kanpeki.
完璧。
A big thank you to Kento and Mizuki for showing us such a good time and introducing us to some amazing food. The next day, we head to Fushimi Inari and the crowds are out. Before we head in to see the torii gates, Kelly and I get some tea and snacks with a peaceful view overlooking a pond and a garden. This uji matcha was presented to Fushimi Inari Shrine for its 1300th anniversary ceremony. We also get this cold brew tea. Matcha is made from tea leaves grown under shade of sunlight in a covered garden, dried and ground in a stone mill. The specific tea leaves in this drink are grown by master producer Kiyoharo Suji of Uji Shirakawa. This matcha dessert was rich and like a layered cake. Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto is famous for its thousands of vibrant red torii gates, which form scenic paths of Mount Inari. Created in 711 AD, it is the head shrine of Inari, the Shinto god of rice, fertility, and business. To avoid the crowds at Fushimi Inari, aim to arrive early in the morning before the tour buses arrive. Consider visiting on weekdays rather than weekends when visitor numbers tend to be lower. Also, take the less traveled paths to the upper parts of the mountain, where you can still experience the beauty of Fushimi Inari while escaping the busiest areas. Fushimi Inari is also known for its fox statues, which are considered messengers of Inari. We head back to the entrance to do some shopping. Kelly finds a cute fox hat to gift to my niece, who we will be visiting next in Nagoya. Kelly's spider senses are tingling, and she locates a shop selling inari. Inari is a Japanese dish consisting of sushi rice stuffed into seasoned pouches of deep fried tofu. The tofu pouches are called aburage and are typically simmered in a mixture of soy sauce, mirin, and sugar before being filled with rice. And that's it for Kyoto. We take a bus to Kyoto Station and get on a Shinkansen to Nagoya, where we visit my brother and his family. Check out the next episode as we explore Nagoya, drive to the coast to an amazing fish market where you can choose from a variety of things to grill on an open flame. Nagoya is the third largest city in Japan, and it's my first time visiting this city, so I have no idea what we're going to discover. My brother Dan is the tour guide as he shows us everything that Nagoya has to offer.